このトーナメントはアーケインラボによって提供されました。
Alright, Millennial Yugioh here again with another tournament video. And it's True King versus, No, it's not True King, it's True Draco versus True King Dinos.
Alright, so I know basically nothing of the True King engine. Oh,
I think that's True Draco.
True Draco. Yeah, so I know basically nothing of the True Draco engine, aside from Masterpiece being immune to whatever used Tributed, Spell, Trap, or Monster. And obviously Diagram, because, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've done my research on True Dracos, and let's see here. The Dino player opens up a terraforming, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna search for from what we saw previously. This guy doesn't have Diagram, but he's still running Lost World.
Right.
Yeah. Let's just hope that he doesn't misplace as badly as he did last time.
Yeah.
So didn't misplay, just fucked up on his own rulings.
I wonder if he knows. I wonder if he... I mean, I'm not accusing this guy of cheating. Obviously, it could happen by mistake. I'm pretty sure I've done it too before.
Yeah,
but
because the babies are affected not once per turn, so you fool yourself into believing that all the monsters are not once per turn.
Right. So, but there are people that do abuse that. That do abuse the ignorance of their opponent on whatever archetype they're playing. That's what makes rogue decks so popular sometimes. That if you're using an obscure rogue deck, your opponent more than likely is not going to take the time to read your 1.5 paragraphs on each and every single one of your cards. So the once per turn clause in there might just get lost, and the player might just withhold that information from his opponent.
Yeah. Okay, he drops the miscellaneous source, and then he instant fusion into Norden. I think we recorded this game before we heard about the ban list. So yeah, it's
yeah.
We get to see Norden one last time before he has to go. Before he has to pack it.
Oh, that's right. I think I made a reference to the other video that we made. Norden, Dead Man Walking.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Norden.
So you can't exactly go into Doki or Lagia because Norden is not a dinosaur. So he has to think of something else for it, or the Norden would have been a complete waste.
Yeah.
Oh, the True Draco player was joking around with the magic card. Or, I mean, it's just like, and I was telling him, you could just totally use it as token. And talking about token, he could have, I think he's using it as a token right now. I don't think so, but Lost World would have special summoned a token. Because whenever a dinosaur is special summoned once per turn, right?
Yes. So let's see what this guy does. He has a couple things that he can go into. Tornado Dragon is probably going to be the safest one.
No, it's the only one besides Silent Honor, or number 101.
Yeah, I think in my opinion that was just a bad play. He jumped the gun on the Norden play. He probably could have waited. I think he was just scared of getting OTK'd. And actually, no, in hindsight, it's not that bad going into Tornado Dragon because of the Draco player, the True Draco player, drops his... not the True Draco, right?
True Draco. He has to set up his continuous spell and trap cards and or diagram.
Yeah. He has to set it first before he actually tributes them. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. As for the Dino player, he couldn't go into Bahamut because there's only one water, Norden, and the other one was miscellaneous, which is a fire. So he severely limited himself there. But Tornado Dragon was probably the safest bet right now. And now it's the True Draco player's turn. True Draco. Yeah, he's gonna set a card, and then he's gonna attribute his face down continuous trap card to attribute summon his monster. Apocalypse's effect whenever it leaves the field when it's in the spell and trap card zone, you get to pop one monster in the field.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the added effect.
Wait, Apocalypse is the water one, right?
And that's the trap card.
Oh, the trap card.
Yeah, Draco Apocalypse. And as for this water one, oh man, I forgot. I didn't memorize all their name, but I know what they all do. Like the True Draco monsters, they only get their effect off when they're in response to an opponent's activation.
So if the opponent doesn't do anything, True Dracos can't really...
They can't get off their thing, which is like search.
Okay.
So I think he just popped terraforming in his hand to search for True Draco Heritage. And True Draco's Heritage, its effect is that depending on how many Draco cards you sent that turn, you get to draw that same amount. And he activated, and he got the one draw. So he's setting on the card. That's either another Apocalypse or Revival.
So Heritage, however many True Draco cards you set, you draw that many, right?
Yep.
And that, it has to be that turn.
Yep. During the main phase in that turn.
Oh, okay. Does it have to be main phase 1? Can it be main phase 2?
Yeah, it could be main phase 2.
Right. So if he sets 4, activates it, he draws 4?
No. If he sends.
Oh,
4.
sends. I thought you said set.
Oh.
I was gonna say that's OP as fuck, man.
Yeah. So I guess he only just gets the swing off. And here's the thing: a lot of the True Draco guys are pretty damn strong. A large majority of them are over 2,000. I think the weakest one is the wing one. The one, let's see here. He's gonna go for the normal.
Okay, he goes into. He just normaled the baby, right?
Yep.
I wonder why.
Because if the True Draco player does something, it's just gonna pop it. And if the True Draco player pops it,
he gets his effect off.
He just gets a free plus.
So he just bought himself a turn, I suppose.
Yeah, but if he just ends it right there, the True Draco player could just swing and it would have been for nothing. I think he's activating response to Lost World. Or
yeah, I think he activated Lost World last. I think it might have been the activation of Lost World.
Yep, to special summon circuit.
Because
yeah, and then he's and here's the one thing that makes True Dracos extreme, like have the limitation of only activating the effect upon the activation of your opponent. You can activate a card from your deck. The water guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's either add the trap to your hand or activate it.
Oh shit!
Straight from the deck.
So that's what he did. He used the water guy's effect, right?
Yep, to add
to activate
another Apocalypse. But the thing is, Apocalypse is effect on the field is that you can just send a True Draco or True King and half all of your opponent's monsters.
Oh.
Oh, and then
he distributed the token.
He's activating the trap card's second effect, which what all the True Draco's back row does is get additional tribute summon. But seeing as a trap card, he did it on his opponent's turn. Okay. Because the True Draco trap card allows you to tribute summon during your opponent's turn, while the spell cards give you an additional tribute summon during your turn.
Okay. So now this one is unaffected by spells and monsters, right?
No, he only just sent the token and I think spell, so he's immune to spell and monsters right now. He activated Revival, but he can't get any Revival's effect. But as a continuous trap card, you could just have it there open for now. Oh wait, no, he's using Diagram to pop it to search, and Revival goes off and he's gonna get to pop a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the trap cards when they leave the field, pop a monster. When all the spells leave, pop a spell or trap card.
I wonder if this deck is gonna get hit. Diagram is probably gonna be one of the first things to get hit.
Yeah, probably. Like maybe Diagram at 1 because anybody can kind of plus off a Diagram if they just run a True King engine with it.
Yeah, and it helps two really big and powerful decks right now: Dinosaurs and the True Dracos.
Yeah. Let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, he's activating the Disciples. Disciples' effect is that once per turn you can target 3 True Dracos or True King cards in the graveyard and add them to the deck and draw 1.
That's good. It's like a...
It's their version of Zodiac Combo, but just less cards, but stay in the field longer.
Right. It's also kind of like Yangtzing Path. It's actually pretty much like a Yangtzing Path. Shuffle 3, draw 2.
No, but this one they only get to draw 1.
Yeah, so it's like a slightly watered down version of Yangtzing Path.
Yeah, I like a lot of these current decks have a lot of recycling. Like there's combos, Disciples, Path. Man, that's but the thing is, like, what makes them seem really broken is that they give extra draw power.
Yeah.
I guess this is what makes really why all the effects are once per turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess he's trying to add no, he's not gonna add Masterpiece to hand. what is he using to allow him to add that to hand? I don't think it's disciple or masterpiece.
I wouldn't know, man. That's
Maybe.
why you're here.
Maybe it's diagram.
Diagram. I think he already used diagram. He used it to pop one of the traps that he had.
Yeah. No, he didn't use it to pop his trap, because if he used it to pop his trap, he would have popped the baby.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he activated disciples first and then goes into the pop. Surgeon at.
We probably should have been paying attention to what he was doing during the duel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have understood anyways.
It's just that there's a lot going on. There's a lot you can actually do with two Dracos, and he just went with pot of desires.
Desires.
Yeah, man, that's I'm in my opinion with the playtesting of True Dracos, it's pretty damn risky. You lose your back row, which is your way of tribute summoning your monsters.
Right. I wonder how big the deck has to be in order for a Pot of Desires to not hurt that much.
Probably a 60 card deck.
I don't know. I don't think 60, because then 60 it might slow down. You know what? No, they pull from deck. They should be fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know.
Okay, he's going diagram again. I think he just. I don't know if he's using it twice or so. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on because I can't really like keep an eye on what he's popping for diagram.
Right.
He's using revival to special summon the other one back, but seeing as it's special that way, he doesn't gain it. Like, oh no, he goes for a second masterpiece.
What did he use for that one? Spells and trap, right?
Oh no, trap and monster.
Trap and monster.
Okay, now he's using its effect, which is once per turn banish a Draco card from the graveyard. It's the spell or trap card from the graveyard, and pop a card in the field. Yeah, right now he's explaining that he's gonna fuck him up right now. And from the looks of it, that's game, because those masterpieces are going for, they have 2950 attack, and with the field card gives him extra 300 attack.
Yeah, that should be GG.
Yeah, that's GG.